one of my biggest fears. I wouldn't say my biggest fear, but like I'd say as an entertainer, it would be getting on stage and doing a stand-up comedy set. And one day I was just like, why am I so scared of that? Like, I need to go do it to figure out why I'm even repelling it psychologically in the first place. And so I just wrote a set. I literally wrote a set one night, went to an open mic the next day, and just did it. And I was like, you know what? I'm not a comedian. It's probably gonna suck. But people, they laughed. So um if you want to know the real, actually, I jumped ahead a little bit. So the true story of what really started me out was, Ellen DeGeneres, the comedian.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
So
You
she's a
were
fan
on
of,
Ellen, right, as
yeah,
well?
a
Like
few
you yeah,
times.
yeah,
A few
yeah.
times. She is a big fan of Hideaway. Like a big
Mhm,
fan. So she'd check in quite, every once in a while, like, how are you doing? And then when she was retiring, she was doing a show in Toronto, and I was like, I'm coming to your show. And she was like, better yet, why don't you open it up? So I was
mhm,
like, well, I mean, you're a comedian. And she's like, why don't you do an acoustic set? Because it's like, it's not like set up for an electronic, She's like, can you do acoustic? And I was like, yeah. But then I was warming up a comedian. So I was like, I have to warm the crowd up. So and a lot of my folk songs, it was funny. It was like playing some of my folky songs and playing like Hideaway acoustic. Um, they're not like warming up a comedy crowd. So I was like, I got to put some jokes in between my songs. So what I did was I progressively made the songs sadder as I did jokes. And it was sort of like its own little comedic choice. I was like, and now for my most depressing song. But I told one joke, and it really was an honest joke. I can't just say it here because I got to save it for the set. But they bursted out laughing. Like, they laughed so hard, and they tell you that like once you get the bug, you get the bug, and that gave it to me. Like, I was like, oh my god, I actually can make a crowd laugh.